Hey y'all, it's your girl Just Jay, and I'm here with.
Karl the Barber, aka Karl leKing, aka Karl Le Barber.
Okay, all the AKAs in the world, we need all those.
Sweet.
All right, so he's my barber, guys. Let's start there. So, what made you want to be a barber?
Oh, that's always a hard question. I actually never went to a barber, like an actual barber, to get my hair cut until I want to say my eighth grade.
For real?
Yeah, my father used to always cut my head.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he was cheap. That's.
Well, I think that's like typical. I'm not saying he's cheap. It's typical, but most fathers cut their own son's hair until they get to a certain age.
Yeah, you just around like 5, 6. Like, it was something that always interested me because I never was around it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got to high school, over at Crossing High School, I learned about the barbering program. Got real cool with the teacher because I did wrestling, so I knew him. He was like, "Man, just do the bar program." So I was like, "All right, cool, I'm gonna get in it." And so far, I've been barbering for about 8 years now.
So what is the most? Okay, so I'm gonna ask the hardest question here. With cutting hair, we see different things when I come. So, what is the hardest? Like, what is the challenge with dealing with the difficult customers? How do you handle that?
The difficult customers, I mean, also it all depends on what type of difficult customer they are. You got some customers that come in and their hair look like they haven't brushed it since the last time they got a haircut. So they'll show you this picture. They'll come in here and they have very coarse hair and it's dirty. It hasn't been tamed. They don't groom themselves. But then they'll show me a picture of an Instagram of a light skinned dude with like straight hair and say, "Yeah, make it look like this." I can't do that, bro. It's physically impossible. First you gotta do is brush your hair. Come back a good 2 months from now, and then I'll give you the coarse hair version of that.
So you make them come back after
No,
they already?
I'll cut your hair, but I let them know. I sit them down and be like, "Look, this is the type of hair you have.
Right.
This is the type of hair they have.
Right.
You don't groom your hair." Then I'll comb it, and I'll take my comb through, and I'll show them the comb. It's gonna be a whole rack of grease, little white stuff on it. I said, "This is why, right here." And when they see it, they're like, "Dang, that's my hair." That's this is your hair. So that's like those difficult customers. Then you got some people that are very tedious, very, very tedious, and it's like sometimes they're a little too tedious to the point where they're making things up. Like if you have let's put it this way, some people when I shape them up, they're a little light on one side, but they want that side to look like the other side.
Right.
You knew before you came in here, it's thinning over here. So what do you want me to do?
They want you to make the hair that's not there.
But the thing is, to do that, I have to push your hairline back to make it crispy. But you don't want me to make you push your hairline back. So you put in me, there's only certain things I can do within the limitations of your hair.
Right.
So you have to understand what type of hair you have. That comes on porosity, that comes on texture, everything that goes in with that. And then after that, you can understand what type of haircuts you can get. Then it also depends on the shape of your head too. Because if you got a forehead, I mean, I don't say a forehead, if you got a head that looks like an egg, you probably shouldn't get a mohawk. I'm just saying, like, it's
cool. So how do you keep going? Like a lot of people always ask me when you cut my hair, like, how does he come up with all these designs? Like, is he like freehand? Like, how does it work? I'm like, I don't know. I literally just sit in the chair and he just cuts my hair. So how do you keep going with your designs and different ways that you cut people's hair?
Honestly, it's continual research. Like I'm always researching. I'm surrounded by barbers. I'm blessed to have a lot of friends that are barbers, so I'm seeing their styles, seeing things that they do, which makes me better. Like the same way, I'm pretty sure they when they compare themselves to me, it makes them better. And it's a lot of like, especially Instagram, Snapchat. There's all social media now. It's so much knowledge out there just to gain just from going on your phone. Like I go on my phone, I'll just look through. You have different barber sites, Barbershop Connect. You have Barbers Inc. TV. Shout out to DMV's Illest Barbers. DMV's Illest Barbers, that's the page for us around here. When you go on there, you'll see so many different types of styles of barbers that do designs and everything like that, and you get inspiration from it. So like I see this John, I'll be like, "Oh, that's kind of sweet. I wouldn't have did it that way." So that's why I take it and I put it in my own little flavor on it. Then I might see 3 of them and I'll be like, "Hold on, this look good with that. This look good with that," and I put them all together, and I get to certain things. I also try to look up different meanings because I want some cuts to actually bring out meaning in them. So I've looked up Swahili signs. I've looked up little Japanese, Chinese symbols to incorporate into my design. So when people look at it, like, how you think of that? I'll be like, oh, that means unity. And they were like, what is it? How does that mean unity? I'll tell you to look it up. Look up unity. Like, I won't say not like that, but it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, almost like a tattoo. Like, you see somebody with Chinese on their arm, you're like, what does that mean? I mean, you can look it up yourself, or if you think about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's, if I'll tell you, and once you look it up, you'll be like, oh, this is a sign that means unity. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting.
That is interesting, because I definitely wouldn't have thought nothing like that.
Yeah, it was something, to be honest with you, I was very high one day. I was smacked out of my mind, like, it was gone. And I was just like, man, I want to do like some tribal type designs. So I looked up tribal shit. And I hit my man up, Jay. I said, man, come to the shop tomorrow. I'm gonna give you this design. He said, bro, I don't got the money right now. I said, don't worry about that. I just gotta do this design because it's in my head.
I gotta
like,
get it done. Like, somebody gonna set the design today.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how that's even come with the fading and stuff. When it comes to fading, you gotta stick up with the styles because the styles always change. So I'll look at different barbers from different areas, look at the styles over there. If I like it, If I don't, I don't. And I'll incorporate it to my style. So, yeah.
You know, how do you deal with those that come late?
I'll say communication. That's
Right.
the best thing to say. Like, once the customer come in the door, I let them know. I apologize. I'm late. Like, that's one of the things I'm let you know off rip. If it gets, and me personally, I have a rule towards me. If I get past 30 minutes, then your cut's half off. Like, I do that for my customers, stuff like that. A lot of them even still give me the whole full amount because I put so much work into it. They see why I might go behind because I put the same effort into every cut. So it's not, I'm not going to jip you because you're late. I'm not going to jip you because you're early, nothing like that. Everybody's going to get the same effort. The thing is, I understand you are on schedule, and I appreciate you, for having patience. So I'm honestly, out of all people I gave discounts, none of them took it. None of them took it at all. I think they just appreciate the fact
that you said it.
That I said it like I will, compensate you for your time.
Right.
So a lot of them appreciate that in the end of it. And for us, it's the main thing I would say with anything. This is from relationships. This is from just living, scheduling, business. Communication is best. I try to always have a happy smile when they come in the door. And I say hi to them when they come in. Even if they're not my customers, hey, how you doing? Sometimes that helps them throughout the day. And as long as you, and I said, I don't like to change my rules. My rules stay the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's, if you're having a problem with it, maybe I'm just not the barber for you. But these are the rules that help me make the best service for you. So if you don't like it, you can leave. Be honest with you. That's the honest truth.
So I feel like that is appropriate to say because people don't respect the hustle enough. And that is why I feel like my hat goes off to y'all. People in the hair industry, barber industry, because y'all got patience that I
Man, what? Patience ain't the word.
So, okay, so let's get into that then. So how do you deal with people who don't respect the patience?
Oh, have a nice day. Like, you know what? That's like, I do apologize that I could not service you today. You have a nice day. And that's it. Like, if you want to, you can go to another barber. Because first of all, I'd rather you go to another barber in the shop. Just because you ain't going to me, I don't want money to leave out my business, entirely. Go to another barber. It's cool.
How do you balance barbering and your lifestyle? So, like, if you have friends, I know you got your friends here. Mm-hmm. So, how do you balance that and maintaining your friendship and not letting it get, like, personal? If your prices go up, are your friends going to still be acceptable? Are they still going to keep coming to you? Is that ever, like, a concern? Has that ever happened?
That ain't my problem. Business is business. My thing is, when it comes to my friendship, I'm still going to hold you down no matter what when we leave this door. But if you don't like my business, you don't have to deal with my business.
Right. That's
just, it is what it is. Now, I'm not too sure who told me this. What's it called? Brother told me one time, in the shop actually, he's a barber, and he said if their reaction changes, then it was never real. So if I tell you, yeah, I'm gonna go over prices, and you have an attitude towards me, then we was never really friends. That means you were using. Because my thing is, no matter what my business, this is my business. I control my business. Now, if you feel like, all right, I can't pay that, go to the next brother. It's just a haircut. Now, when it comes to who I'm gonna call on if I'm in trouble and stuff like that, because my thing is, If you went up on me, I wouldn't be mad at him. And let's say like I have a brother that does detailing. He went up on me. Now I couldn't go into him as much as I wanted and stuff like that. I still went to him when I could when I had the money. But the thing is, whenever he had a problem and he called me, nothing ever changed. He would say, "Yeah, bro, can you pick me up from here?" "Yeah, I got you." Like that's it. That's all. Like, cause he's still my friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you have an attitude towards me after I enhance my business, when you should be proud of me, then we was never really friends.
Now, I do know you travel and you do barber battles. How does that make you feel?
See, I haven't really won one where I've made a lot of money yet. So it's like I have fun with it. I guess I'm getting a name for myself in the area because when it comes to DMV's illest, what 2-1 right now, should be 3-0, but that's a whole different story. But
I didn't even want to start that topic.
Well, I
But
say
he
you
should
were
have
there.
won. Yeah, he should have won, guys.
But,
That cup was too official.
But what's it called? It's giving me a lot of notoriety, and a lot of people. I'm not falling to it though, as far as the lifestyle. Because people do come up to me like, yeah, I see you design, shit nice and stuff like that, and they be like, oh, you one of the best out here. I don't really fall to that because the thing is, I don't feel like I am. And at the same time, I'm not the best out here until I got like 5 shops off this job.
Is that your goal?
I want a franchise actually. Like I want somebody to be able to buy my barbershop name, open up a barbershop in basically through my name, and my name will help them. It will help them get clientele and stuff like that because my name is known. But then again, there are qualifications for having one of my barbershops, and I will personally come to make sure these qualifications are up to standard. If they're not, I'll pay you the money to close this bitch down. Because my thing is, that's why I have my name. It's because of the quality of my barbershop. So if you can't hold the quality of my barbershop, you can't have it.
So what keeps you, because I know sometimes you be having appointments that be like, I don't feel like going today. What makes you keep going? Besides the money, of course.
Shit, I guess the overall dream, like the goal down the line. I have a 5-year plan, I have a 10-year plan. And the 5-year plan is this money, I'll make decent enough money and I have a lot of freedom. So I can do all the other things I want to do. So cause this is one of my dreams, to have barbershop and stuff like that. But there are some other dreams I've also had. And the thing is, with this, I meet a lot of people that I interact with that I can, what's what I'm looking for, partner with on other dreams. And then there's just always new information that comes by me every day. You never, like, especially this, I talk to like probably 20 people a day. So I never know what I'm going to learn. So I would say, if anything, it's not even the haircut, it's what I might learn when I come in here. That kind of keeps me coming every day. And other than that, I got to. Otherwise, I can't pay the bills. But no, sure, it's definitely a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. You get introduced to a lot of stuff. And if anybody ever comes to a bar or anything like that, I would say don't get stuck up in the lifestyle. And that's like the major thing. That's like the major scare because you're gonna get introduced to a lot of things that are good, a lot of things that are bad. And we don't have our money doesn't run like the typical, I guess you could say, day job. We don't have a retirement plan. We don't have benefits. We don't have none of that.
So what you make is what you get type thing.
Yeah, we have to budget out our money the best we can. Like me, I have health insurance. I have life insurance. I have insurance on my hands. I have insurance on my clippers. I have insurance on everything. Like this is stuff that most people would usually get if they worked for like let's say like the government or something.
Right.
It already comes in your salary. Now I have to specifically go get that myself. And
I never do that.
And the thing is though, like a lot of barbers don't do it. Because they're spending money, but it's like you have to do it though. What if something happened? Like what if right now I got up and I tripped and I broke my ankle? I can't cut.
Right.
So I need something to back me up. My bills gonna still come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna get to a day where I can't cut no more. I'm be like, shit, we got a barber here that's 70. He's still cutting. I don't know
So
how.
what is the ultimate dream beyond barbering?
Shoot, beyond barbering, I want to become a politician. That's like my ultimate dream. I want
to see that.
Yes, that's something. Well, it's a few dreams. Like the politician one, that's what I got when I was in college. When I was in college, I was around a lot of politics. Well, I went to a PWI, and I helped to mobilize a lot of the black kids in there. That we was able to control a lot of things happening in our school. We was very small in numbers, but we held positions within the whole school. We had somebody that was part of the student, what's it called, student senate. We had somebody that was in charge of IGC, Intercrete Council. We had somebody in charge of, I forgot what it's called, PBS. They was like the people, PUC, I think it was, PUC. And there's people that's in charge of all the programming of Utica College. So any concerts, parties we had, they was in charge of that. So we made sure we had somebody in those places. And I would like to basically breed a class of, I'm gonna stay specifically because you have to pick an audience to young men to enter politics and things like that, and who can battle for us. They not only have the ambition and the knowledge, but they also have the vernacular. They can actually talk the other language, the King
You can
English.
flip that switch, turn it on and off.
Yeah. So it's like these are kids that come straight out of the hood, you say, but there's kids that they can present themselves as scholars, as businessmen. And I always say black people, we're the natural born hustlers. So we actually, because a lot of people say, oh, you're turning white, or you're doing this, you're doing this. No such thing. I have just learned another language. I have learned another way of living.
Expand my palette of intelligence.
That's all it is. But that's like my college dream. My first dream ever though was music. That was my first dream. So I that's always my dream. I write music. I still write music now. I write poetry and stuff. So that's like I really want to put out a mixtape just to see how I do. Worst comes to worst, I'd like to open up a studio. That's about it. And I would like to manage some kids who I think are really talented. Because at the end of the day, I'm not. First of all, your talent's gonna get you the money. But those are all the dreams and stuff, and it's interesting. It's interesting. Definitely get into politics because that's with everything that's going on now. We have to get more involved.
Y'all, we got the tea of the lifestyle of being a barber in Karl's world. It has been great. I wish y'all success. I wish y'all blessings. I wish y'all more and more. Keep going until you can't go no more. And it's just Jayy, y'all. And this is the tea, and it's a wrap.
Bow.